desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Purdy now to throw. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
Browns 14.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Back to throw, Purdy. That is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Samuel. And a solid run down inside the 30. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now Samuel. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Back to throw. Purdy. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. To the air yet again, Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Watson on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On first down, it's Watson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get it right, man. Baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. About this, now take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the France. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra fast. I ain't with the bucket dash. Run it back, run it back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back. Watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act and run it back. And you see how I act, then I lag. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On two, ready? 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It
going to take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Ja'Marr Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Let's get that touch.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
At the 17-yard line.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create more havoc.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under. coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And it fights through 1 man. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here's 3rd and 6. Purdy off the play fake. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Purdy now on 2nd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with the pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and a couple.
11. Hey, can.
Mixing up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they're scoring running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Once again, they run with Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here we go. Now it's Mixon running right. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mixon will try the right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 3-yard line.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Scoring on this drive. I feel it. 12. Hey, we got to go score.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Purdy now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Purdy. Flush to his right. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Burrow from his own end zone. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
11 MT, take 11 MT, stop.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got a man, complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Here's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here we go. Now 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And quickly they get to the line.
Leads to 3rd down and 7.
Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Purdy. This will be caught at Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Turner. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 72 yards. And the Bengals have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to that big lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw, Purdy. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? It does say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And now they're in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they're going to speed things up here. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Down the sideline he goes, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Looking deep here for Chase. He's got it at the 15. And the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MT.
They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back foot just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And the Bengals have recovered it. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A second down throw for Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away and throws down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Purdy with one final shot here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless, but look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon, cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They start the drive with Cook. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it again with Cook. Still on his feet. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 68 yards. And the Bills go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
The way the game has changed a little bit is that defensive goals have changed in a big way. Nowadays, it's not so much stopping certain yardage or whatever, but it's not giving up big, explosive plays. Anything over 10 yards, you're trying to hold teams below that. When they get one against you, as we just saw there, boy, that really hurts them. It puts them back on their heels a little bit. It makes them a little bit less confident.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
First down, Browns.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
They run the option on 2nd down.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Touchdown, Bills.
Gabriel Davis
from 6 yards away.
And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident. The answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone's...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Down the left sideline.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with.
And now Watson throws another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off. And now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the... Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Allen running the option to the left. Pass the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Give to Cook out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Now Allen going to look to run it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 36 yards.
On first down, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused him, well, not almost. I think that one caused.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just